Imagine you save for years, buy the car of your dreams, drive it home, and 2 weeks later, it sounds like a toolbox has gone off in a blender, and it dies on you on the highway. This story doesn't end with a tow truck. It ends with a hand-built 4.1 liter that might be better than the car he had dreamed of.
Yeah, all right, buckle up, this is a long one. So I decided to have a quarter life crisis at the age of 27, and I was gonna go buy an exotic sports car. Ended up with this really pretty turbocharged Cayman I saw in Bring a Trailer. Had to have it, and when I got it, I had it for about 2 weeks, and it was nothing but issues since I had it. It was in the shop, I think at least 3 times with different sorts of issues, and it never ran right when I had it. I just knew from day one this car was not right. The car I was sold was not what I intended to purchase. Yeah, I wasn't even shopping for a Porsche. I wouldn't even consider myself a Porsche guy. It went through a couple different cars. It started with a Civic Type R. It came from a Honda, wanted to get a Type R. Then it went to a Supra. And then, you know, the scope always changes as you're shopping for cars. I'm like, oh, well, I can't get a Supra. I tried for like 9 months, and I'm like, oh, well, what if I got like an Aston Martin? What if I got like a Ferrari 360? And then I really wanted an Audi R8 is what I wanted. But as fate would have it, I saw this Cayman, gorgeous, it was bright red. Guards red is possibly the best Porsche color ever. Initially, I passed over it until I saw the title and it said turbocharged. And I was like, wait a second, Caymans aren't turbocharged, or at least not the first gen ones. So I took a look and I was like, wait, this is kind of a cool car. This is, it had a very popular turbo kit on it. And the only reason I had passed up thinking about getting a Cayman was that, I wanted more power. I wanted more speed. Coming from a 300 horsepower Honda to, a 300 horsepower Porsche, I was like, oh, well, if I'm gonna spend this amount of money, I'm gonna go fast, right? And so I saw that turbo kit, I'm like, oh, okay, so this thing, this thing scoots, yeah. I already knew it was a great car. The formula is there. You've got the mid-engine, you've got the manual, true dedicated sports car platform, and then obviously the gorgeous looks. I think the first gen Cayman is one of the best looking Porsches of all time. My dad was really the one that pushed me over the hill. My parents are both Porsche heads. They both own Porsches. And they were like, the Audi's not cool. You have to explain to people, oh, it's the cool Audi. Where they said, if you get a Porsche, you can just tell people you drive a Porsche and they understand. And they're like, a Porsche is so much cooler. About 2 weeks into my ownership, I was cruising on the highway, 6th gear, just doing like 60 miles an hour, just trying to get home from dinner at mom and dad's house, and started hearing this terrible grinding noise. Immediately my heart stopped, and just the noise started getting louder and louder, and then I just hear a boom, and the whole car just shut down and it just started shaking side to side. I had to veer off the highway and, just come to a complete stop. It felt like the longest 30 seconds of my life, just sitting there in the dark alone, car dead on the highway, and I just knew it was done for. Called my dad, tears almost pouring out of my eyes, trying to figure out what to do. Managed to kind of let her rest for a minute, just barely get the car started, and I was able to limp it home about 2 miles off the exit ramp into my garage. So just shaking and shuddering side to side the entire time, lights flickering, power steering was out, no power, and just, this terrible grinding noise getting louder and louder and louder. Got it home, just immediately fell on my bed, tears down my face. I don't think I slept at all that night. I had just purchased this car. I didn't even have it registered yet. I hadn't even made the first payment on it. And I just remember laying there thinking, what did I do? Like, how did I get into this mess? Honestly, that was just complete happenstance. Word of mouth travels quickly. So after my engine blew, one of the things I struggled with was to get any shop to work on my car. Nobody wanted to touch this thing. I mean, I called at least 20 shops, and because of the turbo kit on it, nobody was even willing to take the job. So I called and called and called. Everybody just wanted to convert it to naturally aspirated. The turbo kit was part of why I bought the car. To me, it didn't sit right to buy this car that was already seemingly pretty special with this, rare turbo kit, to just take it off, throw it up on eBay, and have somebody convert it, you know, back to a stock 3.4 liter with sleeves in it. So I was just digging and digging and digging. I even reached out to the Turbo Kit company and I asked them, hey, will you guys rebuild my engine? Unfortunately, I was having such a hard time even getting a hold of them and getting support. At this point, I was desperate. And so I started looking up other turbo cars or turbo kits for this car. I saw MRN Technologies out in the UK. And I gave them a call. I called them asking for support on a car that had a different turbo kit than what they even made. But I was like, guys, I don't know what to do here. And they're like, why don't you reach out to Brandon at Slakker Racing? And I was like, who? And they said, Brandon, like, we just did some work with him. Reach out to Slakker. They're out in Oklahoma City. That's how it started. You know, getting off the phone with them at MRN and then just immediately started hopping on Google, like, okay, what's this Slakker Racing thing? Doing all the research. Like, I was already pre-sold before I even talked to Brandon. I was like, 4.1 liters, that sounds awesome. Closed deck, cool. You know, called Brandon, had like an hour-and-a-half phone call with him. I mean, the dude is beyond nice. You know, nice doesn't even describe him. I think he kind of felt for me. That's what he said on the phone. You know, he said that he had had a similar experience with one of his previous cars around the same age as I am. You know, and I was getting ready to be on my hands and knees to beg him, like, please take this job. And yeah, he was willing to do it. The rest is history. You know, every single day I've been more and more impressed with Slakker since. Oh, probably just the anticipation. I mean, seeing all of the different cars go out of Slakker, you know, and seeing how every single one of them is just tip-top shape and perfect in every way, and just, it was knowing that my car is gonna be this absolutely amazing piece of art, and just knowing that, like, okay, I am going to experience the car like it's brand new. You know, I'm going to experience something I've never experienced before with this car. You know, and seeing that reaction of all the different owners that have picked up their cars, and even the other Turbo Caymans, and they're like, dude, you don't even understand. Like, whatever you think is about to happen, they're like, it's 10 times better than that. So yeah, probably just the anticipation. It's just, you know, it's the weight was killing me, but man, I have no doubt it's going to be worth it.
Nice. Shout out to the Turbo group chat, you know?
Yeah.
For the insiders.
The Turbo Bros.
The Turbo Bros. Shout out to the Turbo Bros.
Honestly, I don't even know if I can accurately expect anything. The impressions I've heard from people with just the naturally aspirated 4.1 are like so much above like even what people say for like GT3s and whatnot. And then to slap a turbocharger on top of that, I feel like I think I know what to expect, but to actually sit behind the wheel and just feel that rush of torque, I don't know, it's life-changing. I expect it to just be an absolute monster. You know, it's nice to know that I can drive this thing every day, and no matter how hard I beat on it, it's just gonna be there for me every single day. It's gonna be reliable. You know, I've got you guys to have my back on this if, you know, should anything ever go wrong. So there's a lot of peace of mind with it. Oh, so honestly, this car was more of an achievement of a dream more than anything else. I remember being 3 years old, I had a little purple Lamborghini Hot Wheels. It was a little Diablo. I remember even at like 3 years old, I told myself, I'm gonna own a car like that one day. I don't know what it was, I was just drawn to it. You know, I love cars, I love just the artistry that goes into them. To be able to achieve a dream like that, you know, to get a car like that, you know, at a relatively young age was just kind of like a big milestone for me. It was one of the first things I could point to and say, I did that. I did that all on my own. And dang, I'm starting to tear up. But yeah, it means a lot. The Audi was supposed to be kind of a stepping stone. The true dream car, you could say, was a Lamborghini Gallardo. Sitting behind the wheel of that Cayman, I was like, wow, this is a special car. Like, this thing is amazing. Even if, you know, for all the engine troubles that I had, like just feeling it and feeling how connected I was to the car, I was like, wow, this is great. It was kind of feeling like I was at the top of the mountain, like I've achieved this dream, like I've done this, you know, I've worked hard, you know, it's the representation of thousands of hours of work and overtime, and, you know, I'm gonna eat ramen every day. I'm gonna shop at Walmart, you know, save money. It was always about the car. To be at the peak of that and say, I finally did it, and to have all of that stripped away from me was heartbreaking. You can probably hear it. It brings me back to that day where I was like, wow, everything I just worked for is out the window. And so I was like, man, what do I do? Do I just take this on the chin? You know, do I just scrap the car, you know, maybe get a couple $1,000s for it, sell it as a roller, and like just eat this massive loan that I just took out on this thing? Do I just throw all this money out the window, or like what do I do? Like that never sat right with me because I didn't have a car at the end of the day. And so part of it was, okay, I can dump more money than this car is even worth into it to save it, but at the end of the day, I get the car. And so I get that dream back, is what it was.
Giving up on the car would have meant giving up on your dream, and
Exactly.
you weren't going to give up on your dream.
Yeah, that's what it was. Oh, man. Probably the relief, honestly. You know, I mean, obviously there's a physical feeling of hearing that thing roar back into life after being dead. Sorry. I'm like actually getting choked up, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, the relief of finally 2 years of it's over, you know.
Or it's just getting started.
It's just getting started. I can close this chapter and start a new one.
Where do you want to see your car?
I do, yeah.
Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out.
Whoa, okay. Oh, that's a dip. Holy cow.
Holy cow. What is this thing?
Wait, what?
What is this? This is new.
I don't know.
My garage door opener's still here. Oh my god. Oh, who's there?
Oh my gosh.
Man. I can't believe it. This is mine, dude.
I know.
This is mine. Wow.
It's amazing.
Holy.
Look at that. I mean, that's a motor. Look at that thing. Wow. I'm so happy that I have the clear engine cover now, so I can show everybody, show this thing off to everybody. Be like, you think you have an engine? That's an engine. Yeah, this is like getting a brand new car because I've never even seen what it looks like clean. All right. That's deep. Oh my God. That like hits you in your chest. You can tell it's a 4.1. Holy cow. Here, Maddie, go in there and blip it a little bit. I want to hear it. Just real easy with it. That's the brakes. A little more. Woo. You can hear it, like you can just feel it being around it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Whew. That's a car that means business.
Wow.
I mean, that thing sounds deeper than like a big block, like American muscle car.
Okay, all right, well this
Makes
is a
sense,
fast
right?
car. This is not a flight, not an airplane, and it's not a roller coaster. So,
Yeah, we're good.
I mean, it feels like a roller coaster when you're in it, especially when you're not driving, because
Yeah.
you know it's always a little scarier when
yeah,
you don't have control.
Oh yeah, well, Yeah, I've never ridden in this car.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Nobody else has ever driven this thing.
And so, yeah, I mean, but it's got, it's got the traction control, right?
Okay.
So making sure, keeping that on will help. We'll go ahead and turn it off for our little drive, but generally you'll want to keep it on, especially with the tires that are on here.
Yeah.
And let's see.
I really want to learn as much as possible from you and Lester, because
Lester's awesome.
I have this amazing car now, but I know the driver is the weak link here.
Now then on the clutch, you're gonna, because it's essentially a race clutch that's been sprung.
Okay.
So it's not like a push button like a normal race clutch, like it's got a little bit of an engagement,
Okay.
but you're gonna have to hold it there just a little bit and make sure you get your revs back up before you release it fully.
Okay, so just kind of don't baby it.
Yeah.
Kind of drive it with intent.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you just gotta kind of be mindful of it. You can't just do a smooth release. It's like a release, hit that engagement point, give it just half a second.
Okay, gotcha.
And then it's pretty smooth. But yeah, it looks like we already got a little bit of heat in it, so we'll give it just a chance. See, this is about 10% throttle here.
No way.
Yeah, like it doesn't take anything.
That's as fast as it felt like a full throttle.
Oh, it is super quick.
Oh my god.
I mean, because we took the displacement from 3.4 to 4.1, and we essentially took the boost from 3.5 to 4 pounds up to about 7.5 pounds.
Okay.
And so between those two, it was definitely enough of a horsepower upgrade to make a huge difference. And even just, we experimented with going back to a 4-pound spring on one of the other ones because it had a wastegate on it, and then going up to the 7 with the wastegate, and the stock ECU just didn't like that. Okay. I wanted to make sure that the tune was dialed in and that we weren't dealing with any extra variables. But two, it was crazy. Just the difference between the 4 and the 7.5 pounds of boost was pretty significant, and so that made a big difference, and was kind of the difference between this is fast to oh wow, this is really fast. And so I'll kind of ease on here.
This thing's smooth too.
Yeah. Get a little bit of we're gonna run into a little bit of traffic, but I mean it's it just jumps up and goes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean it's probably you think about the weight to horsepower ratio in this, it's literally one of the fastest cars I've ever driven.
Oh my god, I think my lugs and heart are still back there.
Yeah, and it wants to go. It doesn't take much pedal. That was all the pedal, but it just takes a little bit of pedal. Because right now we're at about 2,600 RPM, so I'm maybe 5% throttle, and if I just bump up to 15% throttle, it just smooth. It doesn't care. It's effortless.
It's effortless.
It's effortless.
I mean, this car isn't even breaking a sweat.
The brakes are great on these cars. Alright, so we got a little heat in it now. We got a little traffic. This is going to be a little bit of traffic time, and that's fine.
Hopefully little brother's out there so he can hear.
Oh, he'll hear. He just has to be, he can be in the building and hear this thing.
Oh my god.
It just scoots.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get all engine and just not much, a little bit of car and a whole lot of engine.
Yeah. I expected it to be fast, but that's easily 4 times faster than I expected it to be. But it's so effortless. It's
yeah, I mean, how quick can you go from 50 to 90? About the blink of an eye.
wow. Oh my god, I should not own this car.
I am a little concerned about that.
Oh, no, if you only knew how scared I was, and then seeing this, I'm going to be driving this like a grandma.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing, you don't have to punch it.
No.
It can, because it can get a little unruly a little quick.
Yeah. No, this thing this needs to be treated with the utmost respect at all times.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
not a
I mean,
toy.
it's a high horsepower car. There's
Yeah.
no way around it.
Yeah.
It is all there.
I don't know what else to do besides giggle like an idiot.
Yeah, it's super
man.
fun. It's just so quick. You know, it hooks up. It goes like, you know, we've got even on the Cayman, you've still got 50% of your weight on the rear end.
Yeah.
And so that helps a lot on the grip.
Yeah.
And you know, being able to get the power to the ground.
Well, that and like the speed is violent, but the car is just so smooth and effortless. You're a genius and a madman. All of you guys at Slakker.
Thank you. We're quite proud of this one. Yeah.
I'm like sitting here tingling and shaking. This is amazing.
Super happy you love it. That we hit the mark on this one.
Love it is an understatement. I mean, this is like the best car in the world.
Yeah, and it's crazy like that. Garrett G30 turbo made such a huge difference just because you know the designs on the new compressor spool up so much quicker, and since we knew we were limiting it at 7.5 psi, like that allowed us to go with a smaller turbo that would spool up faster, but you know still hit our mark on horsepower and total power.
Yeah.
And so you know it all came together really nicely.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it also just, I mean, you just kind of cruise like, it doesn't have to be like crazy fast. It's, you know, perfectly manageable. And, I love that it's both. Like, it's not just like a torque monster and then, you know, but unmanageable at lower RPMs. Like, it can do both.
Yeah.
Even with like the cool thing about these 3-chain 987s is that, you know, it's got the smaller load for cruising, or cam load for cruising and for idling, and then it's got the big load for power. So that's what makes it like so nice and manageable to just drive normally. And then when you go to power, it switches to that bigger cam load, and that's when it gets really rowdy.
And that's one thing I absolutely loved about this engine, was that it's a very distinct turnover point where you start to feel that extra load, that bigger load come in.
Yeah.
And I mean, it just turns into a pure race car.
All right.
So, and so the other thing is that for me, I'm not noticing any turbo lag.
There isn't any.
I've never had a naturally aspirated performance car. Mine have all been turbocharged. But in my mind, this feels like just a ginormous NA motor.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's two things. It's one, it's a big motor. Like 4.1 liters is a big motor for this size of a car, especially, you know, a high performance one. And then so you take that and you add, you know, the new turbo technology on that Garrett G30 that spools up so much quicker, and then it's right size, like it's not oversized, and so that's what we're looking at, is that perfect balance of getting it to spool in quickly, but then also not, you know, run out of turbo and have it limit us. And so that's like,
no, I mean,
it works.
In the best way possible, this feels OEM. Like, this feels like what Porsche would have done for like a Cayman Turbo S. You know, had that ever been a thing, this is, I mean,
I think this makes a great Cayman Turbo S.
It really does. I think Turbo S isn't enough. It's like Turbo Insane. Wow. Sir, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you. And thanks for your patience, and thanks for believing in us and giving us a chance to get it right. Like, it took a minute, but like, we're super proud of how it turned out.
What a car. What an engine. What a, like, this is the full package.
Awesome. All right.
This is a lifetime car. I'm going to keep this thing forever and enjoy. I'm going to get the high score on the mileage.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
You want to scare my little brother?
Well, no, but I'd be happy to give him a ride.
Oh my God.
How was it?
You have no idea.
I heard it.
You have no idea.
I told him you'd hear it.
All right.
I'm shaking. I think my lungs and my heart are still on the highway over there somewhere. Like, however, whatever preconceptions I had of how fast it was going to be, it was easily 4 times faster than that.
Really?
It's ridiculous. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it's unimaginably fast, but it's so smooth and effortless in everything it does. Like, the speed is violent, but everything else, the car is just like, yeah, no problem. It just kind of shrugs its shoulders and it's like, yeah, let's do it.
There goes your car.
Not too much. Yeah, that's about half throttle, 40% throttle, so that's just kind of getting a little warm-up run going on it. Making sure she still feels good.
Yeah. That is terrifying. My brother said he's gonna probably give me like 10%. That's it. That is absurd.
It's pretty stupid fast.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even try, it just goes really fast.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like this car. I'm gonna miss it.
I'm so happy he's got this thing back. Oh my gosh.
You feel that thing go by in your chest. Like, it rattles your bones.
All right, now we can get a little rowdier. Brake coming. So, yeah, she wants to go.
Yeah. I can tell. Oh my gosh. Think about the drive home tomorrow of how bad that's gonna be.
Dude, tomorrow is just gonna be
Straight up.
get it home. Like, let's just get it back to the state with where I live. I don't even know if unbelievable is the appropriate word. There is no describing that thing. I feel like I've just run a marathon, but I also have a ton of energy. I'm amped up, I'm hot, I'm sweaty, my heart's racing. Like, that was a life-changing experience. However fast I thought it was gonna be is 4 times faster, easily. I can't believe the power and how effortless that thing is. It's just smooth. It feels like it's not even working at all, but the speed is violent. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. It's like it pushes you back in your seat so hard. And I might have feared for my life a little bit with Brandon driving, to say the least. Yeah, I can't believe I own that car. I can't believe that car exists. I should not be allowed to own that car. Like, and the fact that you crazy geniuses made that and you're just willing to hand over the keys. I gotta drive 500 plus miles home in that beast. It's extremely smooth. Like, when you want to drive it like a normal car, it's just a normal car. There's a lot more driver feel because it is a sports car, but I mean, it's smooth, it's comfortable as a mid-engine. I like to call it a supercar at this point can be. I think I'm not worried about the car getting home. I'm more worried about, like, everybody else on the road. You know, please see me. I'm in this tiny little red sports car. You know, the good news is that as long as I have the courage, I can just zoom my way out of any situation I want pretty effortlessly. I thought we were going full throttle, and he said, no, we're just using like 15%. I mean, we're just zooming past cars. Night and day. I mean, obviously, night and day. It feels like a completely different car. It feels brand new. It feels like how it always should have been. How smooth it is. You know, there's no sort of weird quirks with it. It's not coughing up or sputtering. I mean, it's just smooth. It feels OEM. When I had it, I mean, it would cough and sputter. It would go down on power. It would do weird things. You know, it felt more like driving a tractor before. Now it feels like a factory fresh, professionally engineered car. The amount of raw power, it just feels like an effortless jet engine. It's like the best way I can describe it. I mean, the car feels like it's barely even working, and it's just an immense amount of torque and horsepower. It's insane. So, and zero turbo lag. Like I told Brandon in the car, like I've only ever had turbocharged performance cars, but to me it feels more like a giant naturally aspirated motor than a turbocharged car. It's more like the American muscle car approach, where like big block engine, you know, low boost, in their case superchargers with V8s, but it's kind of the same idea with this. I think it's 7.5 horsepower and that gigantic 4.1. The turbo spools up instantly and it's barely working. I'd be scared of how much farther that could be pushed. I mean, I can tell you what it didn't feel like my car is when Brandon punched it full throttle. It's like, this is not the same car. No, honestly, I think it started even before the drive. Just seeing it in the flesh, being able to sit in it for the first time in 2 years, be able to turn that key and just hear that thing roar to life. You know, I haven't seen that thing run in 2 years, and like to be able to start her up, and you know, it takes me back to when I got it 2 years ago. So
Nice.
that's when it felt like mine. It's like, okay, we haven't missed a beat at all. Insane. Like, absolutely insane. However fast I thought it was going to be, it was just so much faster than I could have ever imagined. And it just pulls and pulls and pulls. It does not let up. It kind of feels naturally aspirated in that way, that the higher the revs climb, it just pulls harder and harder and harder all the way to redline. I don't even know if we got to redline, to be honest. Comparing it to how it was, like I said, it kind of felt like a tractor. It felt clunky. It felt unprofessional. It felt like a modified car, if you want my honest opinion. Now it feels like what Porsche would have done, and so much more, you know, if they made like a Cayman Turbo S or something. If you sat somebody down in that car, they would never know that's not like a factory car. And I say that in the best way possible. You know, there's no weird quirks with it. It just runs perfectly. And it's smooth and effortless. I mean, that was the biggest thing. I couldn't believe how smooth it ran. I mean, the engine just purrs away. And there's no weird vibrations. Like, it is just smooth, effortless power. I mean, it almost feels like the engine's not even stressing or working itself at all. It's just like, yeah, we can do this, no problem. This is what I'm designed to do.
And more.
Yeah, so much more. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You know, to think that I'm gonna drive home in that thing, it feels surreal. Like, it's still, in that regard, it almost hasn't even hit me until like I leave this shop and I'm like, oh, I own this thing. It's so much better than like the Audi or the Lamborghini that I dreamed of. I mean, it is basically the perfect car. You know, it's a 6-speed manual transmission, mid-engine, perfectly balanced, you know, with the weight distribution. And it's just, yeah, it feels so unbelievably capable.
Nice.
It's insane. I would tell myself it's gonna be okay and it's gonna be worth the wait. It's a good lesson in delayed gratification. I thought that like, oh, okay, I've got this sports car now. Like, I'm gonna drive this, I just turned 27, like I'm gonna drive this thing around everywhere. Like, I've got the fastest car on the road. Like, I would tell myself that, yeah, it sucks now. It's gonna continue to suck. You know, there's all sorts of drama with the dealership, you know, getting lawyers involved and all that. So like, it's going to continue to suck, but it will be worth it at the end. Like, just wait and just have patience. I know it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be financially stressful, but yeah, it's gonna be worth it, is what I would tell myself. I mean, whatever you expect so much more. It's just instant throttle response, instant torque, just smooth, raw power. It feels like an OEM engine in the best way possible. It runs like a Porsche should run. I'm so excited for how well built these things are and how over-engineered they are. I mean, I'd be willing to tell people that it's probably one of the best engines you could possibly put in a car, if you want my honest opinion. Thank you. Honestly, I don't know how I could ever show how grateful I am for this car. You know, I brought you guys cookies. You know, it's so nice to be able to meet everybody. I just want all of the staff to know that from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all of you. You all have helped me, sorry, you all have helped me get my dream back. And I appreciate that. If everybody here knew how much this means to me, I mean, I wish I could show that.
I would like to say we're as excited, but I don't think anyone is as excited
I don't
as
think
you
so,
are
no.
about it. But we are pretty stoked to see it kind of
Yeah.
get to go home. So
She's coming home.
she's coming home.
Yeah.